everybody, it's Gabrielle here. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about having a full-time job but still being able to stay fit and healthy and nutritious. I am, by the way, sitting on my floor right now because my living room is a little crazy because I'm currently in the process of moving, but I still wanted to film a video while all these things were on my mind and figured I'll just sit on the floor and still talk to you guys. This topic came to my head because, well, one, I have a full-time job and I still manage to make time to work out. And also, I feel like I all the time read these magazines, these fitness magazines, Women's Health, and, Fitness RX, all these magazines, and I come across the page where it is the trainer or somebody, who's super fit. And she's like, oh, let me tell you about my day and how she stays fit, right? And it starts 8 a.m. She wakes up nice and early, or even 6 a.m., has a nice breakfast, and she goes and works out. And then she comes home, makes herself a nice meal. She does another little exercise. She answers emails and blah, blah, blah. And I'm reading this and I'm like, this girl or guy doesn't have a real job. I mean, granted, sure, I'm not saying that they're not working hard. I shouldn't say real job. That was the wrong use of language. Their job is that they get paid to work out. I'm talking about people who work 9 to 5, 9 to 6, or work a nighttime shift, or actually go to another location and spend 8 or 9 hours or 12 hours, wherever you go, at another area. And you have to find time for yourself to eat healthy, stay nutritious, to make that extra time to work out. So for me, I was reading it and I'm like, I can't even relate to this whole article because I'm already out the door at 8 a.m. to my job where I sit on my butt for 8+ hours and then I come home. And I was reading it and I'm like, well, how many people can this actually relate to? Sure, it can relate to athletes and fitness models and people who do this for a living. So I wanted to just talk to you guys about different ways that you can actually incorporate and stay on your fitness level while you're on the go all the time. So I'll tell you what I kind of do, just like my certain tips. So I usually wake up. I'm normally not a morning workout person. I'll say that straight up. I would love to start being like that. I would love to get there. And I have once in a while woken up early to work out if I'm doing a certain program, knowing that I won't be able to later that night. But with my normal routine, I wake up at 6:40 in the morning and I'm getting ready. I always have breakfast though. That is my number one thing. Always make time to eat breakfast. And I know a lot of you, or maybe some of you don't right now, and that was the one main shift that I made in my fitness routine when I really started seeing a difference in how my body responded to my nutrition. It was making time for breakfast. And it could be something quick, You can have the easiest thing is to have hard-boiled eggs ready to go and boil up a whole bunch over the weekend and just keep like 20 on the go and just have 2 in the morning. That's super easy and takes 2 seconds. So I don't want to hear an excuse of that you don't have time to eat anything. Oatmeal takes 2 minutes in the microwave. So that or toast. Sometimes I'll broil toast. I'll finish getting ready for like 10 minutes while it's boiling, or not even 5 minutes, and I'll like get changed and I'll go put peanut butter on and eat that. Or sometimes I'll make eggs. It takes, I think, 5 minutes to do over easy eggs. It really does. And so there's really no excuse not to eat breakfast. And sure, if you have kids, then make them something healthy. Make them the same thing you're eating, and just make extra for you. The whole family should be eating healthy, not just them and not just you. Or a smoothie. Like a smoothie takes a second, like with my Shakeology or whatever shake you want to do. You can even have it ready the night before and keep it in the fridge and just plop it in. I usually even sometimes brew up coffee and throw it in like a shake and, with like ice and stuff, and I'll put a scoop of my protein or a Shakeology, which is what I normally do. Throw in some fruit, bam, done. And I drink it while I go. I don't sit down and actually have a meal. I'm eating while I'm getting ready. And that takes 10 minutes to get ready and to do your thing while you're eating. While you're getting ready. So always have breakfast. That is one way to start off your day on the right note and a healthy note. And you save money going to buy something because if you don't eat, after you have your coffee at 10 a.m. or whenever it is, 11 a.m., you're going to get hungry. And then you're going to snack unhealthy. So I that is my first tip, is to always eat breakfast. Also, another tip is to, before you even have coffee every morning or tea, whatever it is that you're drinking, have a glass of water. That will flush your system out before you have anything else. Have a glass of water and then have your coffee, because that really also refreshes your body and detoxes your body from everything from the night before or from the day of. So I work from 9 to 6. I get a half hour or an hour break for lunch, and throughout the day I bring my snacks. I don't, if there's ever food at work, people bring unhealthy snacks, I really try to stay away. Granted, once in a while, sometimes you can have a little bit, but it's a matter of self-control that sometimes, a couple of chips turns into a whole bag. So it's a matter of your own self-control. If you can't control yourself, don't eat it. So healthy snack of the day, bring fruits, bring nuts, bring, I would say granola, but it depends on the granola, because a lot of granola has a lot of sugar in it. Like yogurt is great to bring. Greek yogurt, plain Greek, 0% yogurt. So really staying nutritious throughout the day, and it will help you function. I mean, eating healthy and getting sleep and working out in general will make your brain function better while you're at your job. Think about it. If you're eating, all this crap all day, of course it's going to affect how you perform. Of course it is. There's literally you can't tell me it's not. For lunch, I always bring my lunch. I always have a lunch too. Nothing light, because I want to get through the afternoon. And I do try to wait, since I work until 6. I know I usually work out at night. I try to wait a little bit longer to eat. So around like 10:30 in the morning, I'll usually have my first snack, whether if it's a fruit or some nuts. And then I usually eat lunch around like 1:30, and it's usually a salad, or I try to switch it up, but stick to the same idea. So like maybe one day I'll do like a kale salad with one piece of grilled chicken, and the next day I'll do like grilled chicken with an avocado and some vegetables, like switch it up, but stick to the basics. That's the easiest thing I can say. For example, today, like yesterday, I made salmon, and I made it with some beans, and I brought that for lunch today. And keep your portions. I'll do a whole nother video on portions, but portions are super key too. And then during the afternoon, you have another little snack, whether if it's like a cup of Greek yogurt, like whatever you didn't have in the morning, and you don't want to have too many carbs though. Today for breakfast, I had like a piece of toast. I had a piece of toast with a little avocado on the toast. I'm going to tell you exactly what I ate. And then at 10 o'clock, I had a banana. For lunch, I had the salmon and beans. And then at 3 o'clock, I had 2 hard-boiled eggs. And for dinner, I'm going to have a shake. And that is my full day meal. And the shake is super light. But let me get to the actual part of working out. And I hear a lot of times people say, I don't have time to work out, and all I hear is excuse, because you really only need 22 minutes a day for some workouts that I can show you how to do, a half hour a day. Anyone can make that work. And, whether it's for you want to wake up early, you need to do it. You need to have a plan. What is more important to you? The game plan and staying fit and healthy for you, and making a slight change and sacrifice once in a while if you don't get as much sleep one night, but you get a workout in, you just really have to focus and think about what is important to you. And for me, I always make it a priority to, when I get home from work at 7 o'clock at night, I work out. Sometimes if it's at the gym, if I have some time, I'll spend more time there. But I've been currently doing a 21-day program called 21 Day Fix, and each workout is a half hour. I'm sorry, but if you don't have time for a half hour, I don't even know. I don't have an answer, because everyone does. You really do. You could do that during your lunch break. Or, when if you're a mom, when your kids go to sleep early, you're not going to sleep early. There's no way. Instead of reading, a book that you love or watching a TV show, make time for yourself, because you know what? You'll be happier for your friends, your family. You'll feel much better. You'll be able to be more productive at work. If you eat healthy and eat real food, it's seriously going to make a difference on your sleep habits, on your skin, everything. You're just going to feel like a more nutritious person. And who wouldn't want to, And I just think it's it's so doable to stay fit, while you have a job. other little things to do on my walk to work sometimes, make those little changes. Sometimes if you take the train, like walk to the train. One thing I do every single day is from my train, I have a big, huge flight of either stairs or an escalator I can take. What do you think I'm doing? I'm the only one pretty much who's walking up those long stairs, but I do it because it's that extra little time, because I know for 8 hours I'll be sitting on my butt. And so I think it's those little moments that add up over time that really make a difference. I've been doing that method, that little method, in all the subways. I live in New York. There's a ton of subways where you have to walk upstairs and walk up downstairs. Always use the stairs. I mean, that is such a little thing that you can just change automatically. And even during lunch, if like I'm not doing anything, I'll go for a walk outside. It's those little things. If you have to make those changes, and half of your day consists of things that you choose. And I tell myself that every day, if you want to be healthy and you want to look good and feel good, then do something about it. I hate excuses, because no one's making the excuse but you. And that's really what I wanted to say. You can totally work out in a half hour or less, sometimes 20 minutes or less. If you want to hear more about those programs, I'd love to chat with you, and I would have meal plans for you. But I do think that you are only kidding yourself if you think that you're the only one who's busy in life, and you're the only one who, has kids, or you're the only one who doesn't have kids but works full time and is tired after work. You don't think I'm tired? We're all tired. But it's a matter of people who do something about it. And I'm tired, but I don't feel tired every day because I eat healthy, or I try to every single day. Maybe I can definitely work on the sleep aspect, but I get my workout in, and then I feel great. And I just think that you can do it if you really put your mind to it. Take an extra lap around the office once in a while. Staying fit throughout when you're working, you can ride your bike to work. I know my friend who just rode his bike 17 miles to work. Now, he is awesome that he did that, and I'm not saying you have to go that distance and do it, but even just, maybe riding your bike to like a subway stop or wherever, maybe driving a certain way to work, having, your bike in the car or something, and then biking the rest of the way to work. Whatever it is, just find what works for you, because you can. And I just wanted to say that message, and I just got home from work a little while ago, and I'm going to go work out. So I hope you guys have a good night or evening or day whenever you're watching this, and stay healthy and fit. You'll feel better. All right, bye guys.